Hair transplant 7 days ago, and this is what it's looking like. My face is still a little swollen. I want to talk about the hairline and why we designed it the way that we did. Here are some photos that you could see my hairline, but also this is the hairline that he actually drew onto my forehead before surgery. As you can see, we actually brought down the hairline a centimeter or two. I can't remember exactly which one. And then we came up and filled in the peaks that we had on the temples. You kind of tell by these photos, but this front patch that I had, it was almost gone. If I did nothing for another year, year and a half, it was going to make its way around like that, and it already was. It was thinning in this little section too right here. That front patch was just gonna fall out, or I was gonna have to shave it, and then I would have just had this huge dome forehead, like a 10 head, up to the middle of my head, and I would add hair in the back. What we did was fill in those peaks, obviously right here. We brought the hairline down a little bit, and then we packed density in zone 1, 2, and even a little bit in 3. A lot of questions as to like why I didn't just do a straight hairline. Like why would I go spend all this money and not get like the perfect hairline? To do that, let's say I would have had to drop my hairline another inch and then come all the way around. I probably would have needed another 3,000 to 3,500 grafts, which I already took 3,500 out of my sides and back. You only have a finite supply of hair that you could take from your donor area. Not only that, but for my face, a straight low hairline would have looked really weird. And that is not natural as we age. There are very, very, very few men 40, 50, 60 years old that have a low straight hairline. It would have looked okay now, but in 10, 15 years, you would have been like, oh, this guy definitely got a hair transplant. And the goal is to have no one know. Obviously, I'm posting here on social media, but when you look at me in person, I don't want you to be able to tell that I got a hair transplant. I want it to look natural, and this is very natural for my face. And obviously, if I would have started prevention earlier and I would have started finasteride and minoxidil back in my early 20s, I wouldn't have needed near as much hair, and maybe I could have designed the hairline a little different. Fortunately, I let it thin out, and I needed a lot more hair for density, and so I could do a little less with the hairline, but honestly, I'm very happy with it. Hairline looks a little higher right now as well because my face is still swollen. My forehead, it indents when I press into it. And also I have hair that grows out here and in there. And once it thickens up and grows out and looks like it's supposed to, it won't look this high. And I could always go back for another surgery if I wanted to touch up the hairline and change it. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to want to. I'm gonna stay on finasteride, stay on minoxidil, and hopefully I never need another transplant again. But if I do, it'll be in 20, 30 years, and it'll just to be fill in density on the crown and on the back. My recommendation to you, if you're balding, talk to your doctor and get on finasteride. I've been on it for 5 months now. I wish I would have started it 10 years ago. And no side effects. Don't be scared of the side effects. It's only like 1 to 2% of men. That's just fear mongering. Talk to your doctor, try it out if you're balding, and save that shit.